Hello, everybody, and welcome back for episode 6 of the Homestead Challenge. I'm driving the tractor because I just got back from the store with it. I went and upgraded to the 4-wheel drive version because, well, one, it's free, and two, I meant to grab the 4-wheel drive version right from the start, and I didn't. So, since the last episode, I have, I bought the weight. Um, I think I have everything I possibly could need, basically, except for a trailer. Um, I need to go sell some of that lumber. I cut down some trees over here. I still have a bunch. I think I'm going to cut down a bunch right here. Um, I need to. I'm trying to make enough money to get a cattle barn of some sort. Let's see what I can do here. Let's look real quick and see what is available. Oh, not would help if I was on the actual cows. So there's this one that I can get but it only holds 35, but doesn't do milk production. I need one that does milk production. Oh, why do I keep hitting the wrong button? Uh, this one. This one holds a 300 cattle and holds 4 million liters of milk, and it's only $80,000. Like, this thing's massive. And I can customize the field or the pasture on it to make it even larger. Let's see, it's got the slurry pit. Looks like it's got a manure pile and an extra storage building, maybe for holding some of the bales, hay, and stuff for feed. That's crazy, though. I definitely need to level out some land if I'm going to place this, but yeah. I think back here probably looks like one of the best possible spots for it. Like, I mean, in the middle here somewhere would probably be perfect because then I can expand the pasture. I think that looks cool. Like, that's probably the one I'm going for. 80,000, close 300 cattle. Like, it's the biggest one I can get, I think, as far as how many cattle it holds. I mean, this one holds 500, but that one's $700,000. So yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So yeah, I'm going to go sell this lumber here. Um, I put all the trees that I cut straight into the sawmill, so it can produce more wood, obviously. And like I said, I definitely have to cut a few more trees down, expand the property a little bit here. But now that that's done, this whole big field here can be cut for grass or hay. Probably hay. Probably cut a bunch of these trees right here to make it, give more space. There's, I don't know. I'm thinking. I've just been using a log clam to haul the logs over to the sawmill. I'm thinking maybe I get the winch, but I'm undecided on that if I want to do that or not. So let's run this back to the house. Oh, we're back to the shop and sell these planks off, or wood beams. Wonder where else I could sell this. I don't think there's really any. Well, there's one other spot on the map that I think I can sell it, but I think it's just easier to run it straight over here and do this. But yeah, the homestead is growing slowly. I want to build a house. I'm thinking I'd love to do a constructible house, but for the most part, I'm not a fan of the construction stuff because it it needs so much. That's like a little over 12,000, almost $13,000 there. So take it. Yeah, the constructibles aren't great in this game, and I've looked for modded ones. I haven't really found any that I like. Most of this stuff requires, like most of the constructibles require like metal and stuff, like iron, and I don't know how in the world I'm gonna get iron. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cross country through the trees here. Tempted to build another road right down through here, but that would require me to cut a few trees down probably, but it would make getting back to my homestead a little quicker. I could just run straight across. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the tractor. I'm going to hook up the mower to it, the sickle bar mower. I'm going to park the truck over here on the neighbor's lawn, because I don't have a neighbor. Lower this down. Won't let me detach it because it's too high in the air. Let's get rid of the weight. I don't think I can put the weight on the front. No, it doesn't look like I can attach the weight to the front of this thing. Which, I don't think I need the weight on the front. I was just wondering if I could. Alright, let's go grab the sickle bar. It's not the greatest mower I can possibly own, but it's a mower. Like I said, I definitely need to come through and cut down a bunch more of these trees. I've never used this mod before, so I'm not sure how well it's going to work or if it's going to work, so... Let's see, turn on, lower. Oh, it works just fine. Actually, not bad. Loud, but I can live with that. I'm just going to zoom out so I'm not as close to it, and that way it's quieter. I could get a little closer to the field here, but it's okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse or montage this and get this whole field cut, and I will bring you guys back when I'm ready to move on to the next step. Alrighty guys, as you can see I am back. I am heading to the store to get fuel. Um, yeah, I got most of that done. I started cutting the grass for another section uh, that where I want to put my cattle shed. I decided I want to put the cow barn up higher. Why did I come through this way? I had to pick the worst part of the trees to come through. So yeah, I'm cutting cross country because I don't feel like walking or driving all the way around, but I had to pick the worst possible spot to cut through, didn't I? Where is the... Yeah, I think it's this way. Gotta get myself straightened out here. I'm cutting through to try and go to the shop and get fuel, but I'm not paying attention to where I'm actually driving. Oh, hit a tree, of course. Here we go. Turn my map back on so I can see. So yeah, trying to think of my plan. Right now I think the plan is I'm going to get this thing fueled up. Possibly go cut down a couple of trees and get them out of the way so I can finish cutting the grass at a couple of spots. At least where I want to plan, or I plan to put the cattle shed, which it's going to be a while before I can afford the cattle shed, I'm sure, but my my sawmill's running. I'm running all the products in it currently. I need to get a trailer to haul wood chips and stuff away. I'm trying to think of, what the plan is for where I'm going to put a silo, if I want to put a silo in right away, if I want to do chickens, all kinds of things like that are running through my mind as I'm doing this and trying to decide what the next step is. Do I want to do chickens? And if I do chickens, where do I keep the feed for the chickens? Clearly I can't. I'm not going to get chickens until I have something to feed them. So can't really do anything with them until I can get my wheat field harvested. Any of the grain crops have to be harvested before I can do the chickens anyways. So that's a whole other thing. They're not growing, or they're not going to be harvestable anytime soon. So, but yeah, I got a plan. Figure out where I'm going to put the cattle barn. I'm looking at building another road. There's a bunch of things. This particular area that I just cut for the grass, do I want to keep it for? Do I want to keep this? Turn this into hay and keep it, or do I want to just sell it all? I mean, I can probably get a lot more hay and stuff later after I get the cattle in, but yeah. As you can see, there's a big patch here where it doesn't drop grass, so I'm not getting nearly as much off this as I should. And this is it's got a fairly good slope to it here, so I definitely want to clear this area up here out and put my cattle shed up here on the more flat area. For now, I'm going to leave. Oh, helps if I go get the rest of the parts. For now, I'm going to leave the mowing. I got to get the tedder out. Get that hay baled up and tedded. Figure that out. It took a lot longer to do this grass than I expected. So there is that. Get this thing turned around. Grab this. I'm gonna go grab my log fork. This is what I picked up for a log fork. It's a modded one. I kind of like this one. I'm not huge fan. The clam on it's nice, but it doesn't quite close as well as I would like. So there is that. Definitely thinking right along here. Yeah, I'm gonna build a road right through here, just like this. Probably have a few more trees along here that I need to cut in the process, but for now, pretty straight shot. Get the chainsaw out. So I definitely have a few trees here I want to cut. Bunch of stuff along there I want to cut as well. I don't want to cut every tree down. I do want to leave some trees. So either that or what I might do is, if I do cut all the trees out, I might come back and plant a bunch later. Now, the question is, do I just take that thing full size just the way it is, or do I chop it down into smaller pieces? That tractor can handle it. It's surprisingly, it will pick that up and move it. So, but is it worth it? I mean, at some point I got to come through here. What I'm thinking is I'll get a trailer of some sort, and I'm gonna just come through and cut a bunch of these trees, turn them into, I don't know, 5-meter lengths or so, and just load them all on a trailer and take them that way. Let's see if I can center this weight-wise and see what happens. With the weight on the back of this tractor, it handles this stuff pretty well. And now that I've upgraded it to the 4-wheel drive version, instead of the 2-wheel drive version, it should handle it even better. Now, should I drive across this crop? In reality, no, but because I have crop destruction turned off, because I hate crop destruction, it's kind of annoying. So yeah, I just turn it off, so I don't have to worry about it. I do not play ultra realistic when I play this game, I'll say that. So some people do. I'm not a fan. But yeah, this is the idea anyways. I'm gonna clear out this area. Probably got a few more trees along here. Yeah, definitely have a few trees along this side where the road is that I want to clear out. Probably all of this, actually. And I'll clear that out and open this up a little more. And this is where my cattle farm is going to go. Or at least for now, anyways. I might end up moving the sawmill when I get a bunch of this done, because honestly the trees are going to end up not being here. So what I might do is, I'm thinking back there towards the back side of the property, I might move the sawmill back and keep that for the forestry area, and then also getting I'm thinking a carpentry or something to build, or to use the lumber or the wood for, instead of just this sawmill. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this an episode. I'm going to get the mower out, mow the rest of that grass, maybe cut a few more trees, try and get the tedder out, and ted all that, turn it into hay, and get that moved. And then decide from there. I might move, like I said, put the cattle here, and then maybe plow that whole area up for grass. I am not sure yet. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.